Hello, Cancer people. Welcome to Three Crows Runes. My name is Jen. Let's do some rune readings. Today we are doing readings for February 2024. We are using the Wild Kuan Yin Oracle deck, and we are using the Elder Futhark on Amethyst stones. Let's get started with a card from the Wild Kuan Yin Oracle deck. And we have Be Led by the Path Before You. Okay, so this card is about if you maybe you're not sure of how you're going to proceed in what you're doing. But what this card is telling you is that the path itself is going to show you how to do it. It's one of those things where it's like what you are doing is going to show you how to do it. So let the path itself lead you. Let that be your guide. So let's get some runes down to clarify. yeah. Get some runes. Ooh, this is blank. That's a blank rune. Okay. Ooh, okay. That's quite neat. Let's get to that point naturally. So your central issue this month, Cancer people, is Fehu reversed. Fehu is the rune of wealth and worth. Reversed, it has to do with inner wealth, inner worth, confidence, self-esteem, that kind of thing. It may also have to do with seeking that. It may also have to do with maybe you don't feel, you're worried about your worth, maybe. You know, you're worried about that kind of thing. But ultimately, it's like maybe you are worried about it, but this month is going to be about focusing on that and gaining it if you can. So your own wealth, your own worth, your own inner, like it's inner wealth, inner worth. It's not necessarily money. In fact, it's reversed, so it's probably not. But it's basically going to be about gaining the confidence, gaining the self-esteem and the feelings of self-worth through doing this, basically. Whatever you're doing, letting that guide you and teach you. What led up to this is you kind of felt like, okay, well, I'll read this a couple ways. First of all, you felt like you may feel like your options have been a bit narrowed lately. You may feel like, Kaunas reversed. Kaunas is the rune of the torch or the fire. It's something that starts small like an ember and goes into a blaze. It is reversed, so it's the opposite direction. First way I'm going to read this is feeling like maybe your vision or your options have been narrowed. And which led you to this point where you're like, maybe I don't have what it takes to walk this path. The path itself is going to show you how to do it. So you are going to be, on the other hand, honing your focus towards gaining the confidence that you need to just move forward on this path. So that's the other read on Kaunas, which is honing a focus. So maybe you feel like your options are narrowing. However, you also feel like this is making sure that I keep my focus on where I'm going, which is having a better sense of self-worth. So what's going to help you? We have Lagus reversed. Lagus is the rune of the water, so it's emotion, intuition, and heart, and also flow. If there's any flow at all, it's like an inner flow, like an inner continuity kind of thing. So you are letting that flow, which is good, and that's sort of like, so it's sort of under the surface, people aren't seeing it, but you are definitely flowing forward internally on this path, which is teaching you how to walk itself. The other thing this is going to be is you want to stay on top of unpleasant emotions, sort of surf them. You're going to want to reach deep and connect with your deep inner heart, which is another thing, because these are usually, like, reverse generally tends to be inner, especially on the upper line. So look inside yourself, be aware of your emotional weather, try to surf negative emotions, not like spiritual bypassing, but just like be aware of them, but don't let them drag you down. Like acknowledge them for sure. Like if you are not feeling happy about a certain thing, or if you're feeling afraid about a certain thing, or if you're feeling angry about a certain thing, these are things that you are feeling. You don't have to identify as them. So like it's like that technique that we were talking about before that I read earlier, which was that, instead of saying I'm angry, which is you identifying with anger, you are angry, you then say, I notice that I am feeling anger. And it sort of separates you from that to the point where you're not identifying as that, but you are acknowledging that you're feeling it and giving it that space to be and then to dissipate as the weather that it is. So that kind of thing. So these are all things that are going to help you this month while you're seeking and coming into acceptance of your inner worth and your self-esteem and your confidence. What isn't going to help you is just basically fear of the unknown. This is a path you have not walked before, and it is scary because you don't know it, and you don't know the itinerary, and you don't know, you haven't learned about this yet. And doing it is how you learn it. So it's kind of freaky because you're really not sure, and it's very uncomfortable for you. If that starts to be the case, acknowledge that. Acknowledge I am uncomfortable. I'm feeling. I notice that I'm feeling uncomfortable with this, but I'm going to surf that. I'm going to basically acknowledge that, give that space, watch it dissipate, hopefully, and let the path itself educate me and lead me. And what this is all going to lead you to by the end of the month is you're going to know by the end of the month exactly what needs to be done immediately. So we have Nauthi's reversed. Nauthi's is the rune of need. It's always about tending your needs. When it's reversed, it's like drop everything and tend your needs. It's an emergency. So I'm not trying to scare you that there's going to be emergency at the end of the month, like the monster at the end of this book. But it is going to be showing you where you need to take immediate action to make things good. It's like, okay, and you'll be very aware of it. By the end of the month, after doing all of this, you're going to be like, okay, I have done this for a month. I have walked this path. I've let the path teach me. And now I see absolutely that this and this and this are things that I have to do immediately, right away, and get taken care of because this is a need and it's an emergency for me. So that, Cancer people, is your reading for February 2024. I wish you all the best with this, and I wish you a lovely day or evening. Take care till next time. Bye.